All right, so today I am bringing my Kenergy. I'm channeling the patriarchy, horses, my love of the Roman Empire, and Jordans. Do you like that?
It was okay.
Was it not big enough?
I like to put a little more Dwayne The Rock Johnson in mine, but it's cool. Ken would do it differently.
Hey guys, it's Jody from WearTesters.com. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today you're here with me because we are going to be focusing on the women's Air Jordan 11 Neapolitan. But first, we have a word from our sponsor.
This video is brought to you guys by the good folks over at Sole Premise. And what is Sole Premise exactly? Well, I'm glad that you asked. They make everything from large backpacks that can hold up to 5 pairs of shoes and that can be used as carry-on bags during your travels, to regular backpacks that you can use just all day that also carry up to 2 pairs of shoes, duffel bags, sports bags that carry plenty of sneakers for your on-court adventures, as well as other luxury items from luggage to carrier bags, toiletry bags, and sling bags. Most of these items are made out of premium materials, including leather, and if you happen to want vegan-friendly options, they do make polyester versions of the same bags as well. These are quite literally the only bags that I actually use, especially when I'm traveling. Not only do they fit all of my sneakers, but they fit damn near everything else. If you were interested in checking out anything that Sole Premise has to offer, make sure that you click the link down below in the description box. And don't forget, when you check out, to use our promo code WearTesters. It's going to save you quite a bit of money, I promise.
Excellent.
And with that being said, we're back with the women's Air Jordan 11 Neapolitan. Basically, if you're a lady, be excited, because if you've watched any of our other women's Jordans videos, you'd already know that tech for tech, these match up with what the guys get as well. They don't skimp out. If anything, from our comments, I'd say that a lot of the women's Jordans are slightly elevated.
Material-wise.
Yes.
Totally.
As we dive in, you guys will get to check that out with us. But inside, it's exactly the same. But before we get into that, let's start out with the outsole, where you'll find herringbone traction pods surrounded by a translucent rubber, which is done up in the soft pink atmosphere. That's the color that they've dubbed it there. To which I'm gonna take a mini timeout break from going up the shoe. I just wanna talk about the colorway because on sneakers, they have it described as, actually, can I just read what they wrote on sneakers?
This is your video, do what you want.
Okay, the women's Air Jordan 11 Neapolitan, available November 11th at 7 a.m. We're serving up the AJ 11 with a new look. The coveted Tinker Hatfield design is back with triple the flavor. Its matte and signature glossy patent leathers are sweetened with pops of velvet brown, sail in soft pink atmosphere. And the translucent outsole, it wouldn't be an AJ 11 without it. That's the great thing about Neapolitan. You can have it all in every step.
You know, that wouldn't work without your delivery.
Thank you. My problem was with pops of velvet brown, which obviously now having them in hand, I'm like, oh, okay, the patent leather is velvet brown. But when I was reading that without seeing them at the same time, it took me back to, was it last year's women's Christmas release with the midnight blue?
And it was actual velvet?
That was actual velvet, people. Like, how do I go from that to this? So I was thinking, okay, it must be hidden somewhere. Like there must be some little detail, and there's nothing. I just feel like they dropped the ball there. Like, I had fun reading that, but my brain painted a different picture than what was served up. So anyways, we've covered the outsole. Now going inside, we have a Phylon midsole with a almost full-length air unit inside, which, thanks to my lovely husband and his friends, I'm actually able to show you. So we have this here. And inside of this shoe, you will find the same exact air sole unit.
Which is different than the kids. You would only have that heel portion.
Just down here.
Yeah.
So ignore, ignore, and this is what you'd have.
Which is what's very special about these women's releases, is that they are built the exact same as the men's.
And now, so everybody can be happy. They're back together magically. Before we move up any further, I did forget to talk about the carbon fiber shank plate in here. Again, it's exactly like the men's. It is very sturdy, while if this was a child's pair, it would just be plastic and painted and they'd call it a day. But again, this is exactly like the men's. Inside, you'll find one of Chris's favorite things in the world, a polyurethane insole.
Ooh.
He tried to say this is velvet. It is not.
It's fabric. It's softer. There's your velvet.
It's so soft. Now moving on up to the upper of the shoe, we can go over materials where you will find that patent leather that the Jordan 11 is so well known for. So of course that's what's going to be there. I just preferred the velvet that they had last year, but this is a fun take on it. They removed the Cordura mesh that you typically find, and instead of just having leather on the back panel, it's all the way around, except for the nylon cables. Those are still traditional. They're kind of done up. They're calling it sail. I wouldn't call this a true sail. It just feels slightly off-white to me. As we've talked about in other videos, it feels like it depends on what the sail is next to. That kind of gives it a different look to the eye. I feel like this is still all very close to white, so I am slightly nervous for all of you guys who like their shoes to stay pristine, because Chris was telling me that typically these nylon cables do start to get very dingy looking quickly thanks to good old dirt, which then also brings me to the inside collar that I feel like is also going to be a dirt magnet.
Yeah, I was wondering what was throwing me off. It is that. Yeah, they should be brown like the patent.
Yeah, I'm guessing they didn't do that because then the 23 on the back wouldn't pop as well.
That could have been pink. It could have been fire.
That would have been cute.
Dude.
Jordan brand.
Come on.
So many great ideas happen at this table.
Maybe there's a sample that looks like that and it didn't turn out well. I don't know.
So along with the tongue patch, the 23 on the back, and the little guy on the side, which they didn't.
He's a big guy.
They did in black. Why didn't they give that a color either?
Are you sure that's black?
Yes, because the 23 on the back does look slightly brown.
Can I see them again? I need to see
this. Chris and I are having slightly differences in opinions on colorways of logos on the shoe.
Can you say differences again?
Differences? We agree that the tongue patch is done up in brown. The 23 is done up in brown. We've already gone over the patent leather being brown.
Hold on a second.
The traction pod is brown.
Does that mean that
I will die on this hill? This guy here is black. He is not brown.
He's brown.
He's not brown.
He's brown.
No, especially compared to all the other ones. We just put flashlights on everything. And
put it right next to the black one right there.
No.
Yep.
Anywho, as is per usual, there is a tag on the inside of the tongue that says quality basketball products inspired by the greatest player ever. That is also done up in brown, but not this guy. This guy, he's not brown.
It's brown.
As far as sizing goes, I'm a wide footer, and so when I wear a Jordan 11, I actually go up half a size, but for regular footers, I'd say go with your true size, your traditional size, whatever you typically wear in a Jordan 11. And you should be good to go. What do you think of these beautiful ladies?
I like them more than I see them, but I think it's just because I'm a sucker for 11s. Not all of them I do like though, like some I dislike with a passion, like them velvet joints or your green ones.
I like those.
Yeah, I don't like those either. Most of the women's ones I don't like, but they're not for me, they're for you.
Something I forgot to add because I was looking at my beautiful green 11s upstairs earlier. Those ones do have thicker laces, and you had pointed out that these ladies have thinner laces, which I do think is a plus because that is one of a handful of reasons that I don't wear my 11s much, is I hate how they always come untied, and these I feel like won't. Fingers crossed.
No, you haven't used rope laces before, like this.
So they just all come undone?
The round ones just don't stay tied.
Well, that's silly. Why would you ever put that on a sporting shoe?
Well, originally it was supposed to signify the net when they were like that big. When they're this small, it's just for fashion. I swear this fool is brown.
He's not.
He's brown.
You guys go check them out at the stores. Actually, if you are in the Sacramento area, make sure you go and check out Phenom, where they just relocated at Doco. And you can go in and tell me I'm right.
On release day.
On November 11th, Veterans Day.
This is gonna be fun actually. Y'all gonna need to fight each other in the comments. This is brown.
No,
It's
I've
brown.
never been so sure of something in my life.
Me neither. I just like that you're willing to die on a hill for him.
I am.
For a Jordan, you're like, yeah, this is it. This is where I stake my claim.
I don't care about anything else. But this guy, he's brown. Oh no, he's not. He's black.
She agreed.
He's black.
Y'all got it on camera. We're done here. Thank you for watching. We will see you on the next one. Peace. That was the easiest win of my life.
No, he's black.
It was. She just admitted it.
He's black.
We good.
Especially.
They're brown.
Here, when you can do it like this, you can really see that that is brown and he is black.
It's brown.